Morning, folks. Starting the morning off hooking up the Thunder Wagon. Every trailer ought to have one of those. One back. One back. Whoa. One back. Got him. Who day? Baltimore.
Yes.
So we are going to take this dump truck over to a test plot. One of the companies we do business with, they have a little corn plot on us. We're going to take that over there this morning. And then we are fueling up the combine. That's why we had to go get fueled in Thunder Creek. Plan is we're going to run 30 acres of corn this morning. Dad's going to switch over to beans. When he does that, I'm going to start getting wheat in the ground. That's the plan. We raise winter wheat here and usually start planting first week of October. Try to have everything done by middle October. That's always the goal anyways. You want to go for a ride? Nope. Going to his gator. Dad's German Shepherd pretty much stays in that gator all day waiting on Dad to get home. I always wonder how many mice are in here with me. I'll tell you, everything here at the home farm seems so much smaller now that we use the old shop, use the new shop. Like back here at the old shop, just the driveway getting in and everything's so much smaller. This is where the whole farm was based out of for almost 100 years. But for the last year now, a little over a year, we've been using that shop. Really like having that much space. But the scenery over here sure is pretty. And it's home. There we are. Look at all this organic matter. Yeah. Here on this test plot, the seed company had filled this part of the field in with their 30-inch planter. And you can see beans in 30-inch rows, and that's all head shatter. That kind of confirms it for me that we were losing a lot on the head because we were harvesting 6.5 to 7.5% beans. This year that prairie would have been worth its weight in gold, I'm afraid. Picked the wrong year to not run one. So we had thought about it, but we wanted to try this combine without it to see how it did from a horsepower standpoint with a 50-foot head. And it definitely would have paid for itself this year, for sure. Thunder Wagon should have enough fuel to do us for a while now. Takes a while to pump 900 gallons with our setup. On back a little bit. Whoa. Go check BJ's favorite spot out. So every time we post a video about this grain leg and the pit and the hole in it, people always ask why not put a sump pump in there. There is one. It just doesn't get all the water out. Is there much in it? Below the leg. See, like there's just a little bit in there. Not much.
Oddly, that cheap sump pump has done its job better than any of the expensive ones we've used.
Looks like the same one we've always used.
No, that's plastic. All the other ones are iron.
I can tell you right now, you're not doing as he wishes.
Probably not.
I really like the custom scheme. The snout scheme.
It'd be good if I could back a trailer up.
You want me to show you how?
Yeah, you might need to.
I mean, the way you're going.
Yeah, I'm doing a real good job.
Don't total my aluminum trailer. So this morning we have lots of fun activities. We have 4 trucks to unload, 4 truckloads to unload. Dad is going to fuel up and blow off the combine a little bit. And BJ is tying down our moisture cables in one of the other grain bins. Good news is the truck only takes about 10 to 15 minutes to dump. By the time I get the trucks all dumped, they should be all done. And then we can get rolling. I like to do this 30 acres. This is the 30 acres right beside my house. I like to get it done pretty quickly. We did, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, get 4/10 of rain where I wanted to plant wheat at last night. If you remember in the last video, it was thundering and lightning. Well, it didn't rain here, but it did rain just a couple miles down the road, 4/10. So probably have to wait till this evening to start planting wheat. Or maybe just tomorrow. Maybe I'll just get the drill all situated. That'd probably be the smart thing to do, but we've never been accused of that. 50 degrees this morning. What are you looking for? Scared the crap out of me. My hooks. Hooks. Are you climbing?
Oh, the floor tie down.
Anyways, 50 degrees this morning. Supposed to be like 35 in a couple mornings, so starting to finally feel like fall. You know, after all that talk yesterday about cleaning this up at the end of the day, I never did. Probably I'll do that after this truck. We're pretty well ready to get started. The last few days, though, we haven't had any auto steer in this car. We really haven't had any since the crash. Well, upon further investigation, it turns out the factory antenna that knocked off, while it doesn't steer, has something to do with turning on the steering valve. So right now we're trying to cobble together a way to use this factory antenna that we busted. And I do mean cobble. It is held on right now by an assortment of zip ties of various sizes. It looks less dusty than it did with the beans. He's trying to get up there right now, Dad.
Yeah.
Now, if that didn't scare you, going up the bend shouldn't. Gonna hurt real bad if you fall there. Discovered we have a busted pin here, a pushed-in pin. So I'm trying to cobble something together here. We're doing surgery, and I didn't go to medical school. But it's already broke, so what's it matter? Think we're in there. That'll work. Well, the pin's out. Littering. You no good. Apparently our cobble job worked, so hopefully it'll work long enough so we can get another one of those coming. We're just gonna send that one back, have it refurbished and has a core, and get a different one. Didn't think we needed it. Turns out we do.
I might have mentioned that.
Well, we asked the...
I might have mentioned to him. Travis, if you watch this video, I told you so.
Travis, BJ just threw you right under the bus.
Told you so, pal.
And I'm gonna throw Kevin under the bus.
Oh! Both of them.
Dad's just taking off with his first round on this next field. So we're gonna head down there in the truck and maybe see what we look like from the air. I don't know. hijacked the shop golf cart, but Travis, our service guy, he just pulled in. He is going to take a look at our unload auger. We've got something going on where we can't unload at full speed. Can't remember if I mentioned that in this video or not. I don't know if we put something together wrong when we were putting those extensions or what. It sounded like it was some kind of sensor, so probably a quick fix. He just happened to be in the area, said he could take a look at it, so here we are. They don't know I'm here yet. We're catching them in their natural habitat, watching Travis work. Deer on the whole farm, and you didn't even pick it up. Combine, not you. Did fill out well, not real thick. I'm guessing 14 around. Little baby kernels, not much kernel depth.
16.
Ah,
That's depressing.
real
That's
small.
a 16 around here.
Real small 16. So another field bites the dust. We are, instead of switching over to beans now, we are going to, well, we're just going to run corn the rest of the day because it's 4 o'clock. By the time we get switched over and moved and everything, day will pretty well, we won't get much done. So instead of doing that, we're just going to run corn for a few more hours. We got a 40-acre field on this farm. We're going to move trucks to it right now. Got my buddy Kyle, he was just happened to swing over and hang out for a little bit. He's gonna help me move trucks while they're dumping and all the sorts. The last of that corn. So the field that we are running now, a little bit higher moisture, so we're going to number 1 bin, which is our wet bin. That is the one that we replaced the auger flighting in there a couple days ago. So I guess we are gonna get it, use the dryer. Hot dog. Propane guy will love that, but it is not super dry or super wet. I think we're at like 18 and a half. So we will probably just put a little bit of heat on this corn and send it. Just barely enough to need dried. Ah, fresh cut corn. Smells wonderful out here tonight, it really does. Air's kind of thin. So BJ said they're in a lot of 220, 230 bushel corn in that field, which is fantastic. I think we still have 12 acres left. Hopefully that's 3 truckloads if that's the case. Well, to be real honest, I thought we were having a decent day. I just called Dad to see how many more rounds he had left in that field. He said he's quitting. So you done? And I got several choice words, followed by no, I'm not done. This choice word, combine, won't choice word, this choice word, corn. So, says he keeps plugging the feeder house. He's only running 2 miles an hour and the gleaner would do better. I'll be honest, I want this ideal to work, but if it doesn't work, I'm not gonna not tell you. It costs entirely too much money for me to be that biased about it. And yes, I've seen Mike Mitchell's videos, but that was 5 years ago. I don't know. I'm not in the combine. Can't elaborate too much on it. I don't know what's happening at the moment. I would think that that big combine with a brand new head should be able to run more than 2 miles an hour in good corn. I don't think that's the problem. I don't know if it's because there's a lot of dew coming on. It still should be able to run that corn. I don't know. I do not know. I think there's something to do with that feeder house chain just not right. But then again, like I say, I'm not in the combine. I can't really say for sure. Well, I guess we're going to shut her down for the night. Got a semi and a pickup truck to go fetch, though. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you would do me a favor, thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Be sure to tune in to see, you know, exactly what we got going on here. Kind of think we were in 250 bushel corn, it's all flat. So that's kind of a tough condition for any combine to feed. After talking to Dad in person and not over the radio, he's saying the slip clutch was going off on the combine periodically. There's a lot of dew already out there. I don't know. I don't know what kind of, I don't know if he's having issues this morning. I don't think he was until the sun went down. It's also when we got in really good corn, so I don't know how much correlation there is. That field's yielding like 70 or 80 bushel better than the first field we were in. So, I don't know. Be sure to tune in and see the update, I guess. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Walk out and smell somebody's campfire. It makes you nervous.